All right, everybody, this is a series of videos, the first of 6 that I'm going to be making that goes over this vintage Masters of the Universe Eternia playset that I'm selling on eBay. If you're watching this video, that means you clicked on one of the links in my auction description. And in this first video, we're just going to give you a quick overview of the playset. I'll be able to show it to you from the front and the back. And then we're going to be going over 5 other videos in addition to this one as well that'll cover various different topics, what's included, what's missing, if there's anything broken, and we'll give you close-ups of everything so you can see really clearly how this looks and what you're going to be getting. We'll also be going over the packaging of this and how that's going to work, and let's get right into it. So as you can see here, this is the central tower, and over on the left here we have the Grayskull Tower. And on the bottom here are all the weapons and accessories that came with the set. And here are some more on the side. And then there is Viper Tower. I'm going to turn the playset around and then I'll show you the inside. All right, so in this video, we're going to go over the inside of the playset. As you can see here, everything is still there. We have the chair still in there, and the infamous wrench that everybody always loses that opens and closes the mouth is still there, as well as the elevator and the shaft. And we're going to go over all of that really quickly. Back of Grayskull Tower, not much there. And then the back of Viper Tower, not much there either. One thing I will say about this set in general is that it's in terrific shape. There is some wear and tear on the stickers. We'll get into that in future videos. But overall, it's in great shape. I'd say this is probably about 98% complete. And we'll go over exactly what's not here and what is here in future videos as well. Any other questions, you can reach out to me on my eBay auction or through these videos. All right, everybody, this is video number 2, and in this video, we're going to exclusively talk about the Grayskull Tower and the Viper Tower. Not really much to these, just a quick note that the Grayskull Tower here has the gate and the ball and chain, as well as all 4 studs for the monorail track. And it even has this little gray part here that is not broken, and that's where you attach the ball and chain to. If you want to lift this up, it still works and attaches into here like that. All right, so that's all in working order. And then if we go over to the Viper Tower, a couple things here. The snake still rotates around in relatively good shape. All 4 of the studs are there to hold the track. And just something of note with the chains, these are not the original chains that came with the set. Those were like a duller gray plastic. These are actually more of a vac metal chain. I actually got these off of eBay. Someone molded the original chains and then made them fit perfectly for this playset. So you can see that here. And that's pretty much it for these 2 towers. So that's Viper Tower and Grayskull Tower. All right, this video is going to cover Central Tower, and I want to just go over a couple things with you real quick here. As you can see, this is actually in really great shape. All the parts look to be here. First thing I just want to bring your attention to is this drawbridge is still here, which lifts up. That still works. This switch over here works the arms going in and out, and that is still operational. Getting down here to these gargoyles, I want to talk about these a little bit. This gargoyle tower is okay. This one here on the side here did have one of the ball bearings broke off, as you can see there on the right. So they still work, but I just make sure that that one goes into here, and then this one goes into here. and that way they still work. But that does have a broken part on the left gargoyle, just so that you're aware. Going up to the top, all 4 of the studs are here. They all stay in place pretty well. All right. I'm just going to rotate around to the back. For the back, the top tower shelving here looks pretty good. It does have the full elevator shaft with no broken parts, and the elevator still does work. All right, so that's still in working order. This little gold knob here that moves the chair, it still works. So that's good. We showed the wrench before, but that still works the mount. You can see that. So that works. And the stickers here are in pretty good shape. Some here have some wear and tear. You can see like there. And these actually look pretty good. The ones up top probably have the most wear and tear, but overall not bad. Not missing any. And so that is an overview of Central Tower. Okay, this is the 3rd video, and in this video we're going to be talking about the monorail track, as well as the cars that come with it, these 3 cars, the gray, the purple, and the white, and of course the battery pack here. So first thing I want to point out is this does still work. All right. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how it looks when the cars go around the track. And then I have this Prince Adam figure here, which is not coming with this auction. This is one of the new Masters Origins figures. And I'm going to show you the compatibility of this figure line with this Eternia set. And I'm going to use these cars as an example. So for this first demonstration, I'm going to show this gray car here, which I hooked up to the battery pack. And I'm going to take our Prince Adam figure and just extend his arms up. Go quick like this. And then I'm going to fit him in the actual piece, which should fit just like the original ones did. Yeah. So it'll look something like that. And what's actually kind of cool about the new Origins figures is a lot of them come with 2 gripping hands, like this Prince Adam did, so he can hold on to those parts coming out, which is actually a lot better than the vintage ones because they didn't really have that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the track. It goes like that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on and just watch it go around the track 1 or 2 times. This will give you a good idea of the studs, making sure they look okay. Nothing's bending or breaking. The track is sturdy. All right, there you go. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to do the same thing but with the other 2 cars. And I'm also going to show you that their doors still work. There's actually an action feature on the purple car, so we're going to go over that. And then I'll just run those over the track once as well, so you can see how they work with the weight of the figures. Okay, so here's the white car that we hooked up to the battery pack. And in order for this to work, in order to open this, you just pull on this hole here, which still opens up. Put Adam in a sitting position, and we're going to just put him in there. And as you can see, he still fits pretty good. I'm going to close that door. So the figures do fit. Obviously not all of them, like the more bulkier figures, won't fit, but for the most part, your standard Origins figures will fit just the same as the vintage line did. All right, so let's get this hooked up to the line. There we go. Okay, here is the third car, the purple tram car. You can see Prince Adam is still in there. And we're gonna turn this on. Just to see how this kind of goes along the track here. You see it still goes all the way around, works without issue. There you go. I'm going to stop this video now, and then I'm going to go back and show you all the cars individually, just to make sure you get a good view of what all of them look like. Okay, of these three cars, first is this gray piece, which there's a little bit of discoloration on this, you could see, but overall it's in pretty good shape. No attachments with this. This was all just the way it came right out of the box. Next is the purple dungeon sort of tram car. And just one thing of note here, this action feature, which is the red lever there, if you turn it, it's like a trap door. That does still work. So I'm gonna try and do it here with this in my hand. There you go, you can see it just fell out. So that's that one. And then we have this white car, which if you see those two holes right there, a gun attaches into there, which are part of the accessories. We'll go over that during the accessory video. One thing of note with this car, I want to just turn this over. I don't know, for some reason it's really weird. These red wheels are apparently like really hard to find, but these never came out of this car once I snapped them in when we originally got this and made it. So we do have the wheels, and those are just there. You can go on the ground with it. All right, so that's essentially a rundown of the cars. The track, one thing I want to note is that this is not the original track. When I, just from age and wear and tear, the original track got old. It was very like frail and broken, and little pieces did break off. I am going to ship that as part of this set. And I'll try to take a piece over here. Here is a piece of the original track. Here's a good example. A piece there just broke right off. These little knobs, a lot of them broke off in the original. And so this set I bought about 10 years ago on eBay. Someone actually molded a real set of these from real plastic, and it's super sturdy and they work great, and they are almost identical to the original ones. So they work really well, as you see, you just saw from the demonstration, but just something to know that they're a little bit newer, kind of similar to what happened with the chains on Viper Tower, but it is more structurally sound, and it does make the cars go around the monorail better. Also, something to note, you'll see here, these are really, really, really dusty. See how dusty these are? I mean, they're just like really bad. So before this actually gets wrapped up and shipped, these parts will all be kind of taken off of here. I'll clean them all, make sure they're not dusty at all, and everything is in good shape before this ships out. All right, guys, this is the 5th video, and here we're going to go over all the different weapons and accessories that came with the set, and give you guys a good rundown of what you're going to get. First thing I want to go over is this red cannon here, which is oftentimes another piece of this set where that's missing this visor. That seems to be a really hard to find rare piece, but we have it. It's here. This detaches from the base pretty easily by sliding this out. And you can see here the stickers are in not so great shape, but they are on there. The side ones look good. Those really don't have any problems at all. They actually look pretty good. And what's cool about this is if you remove this and you just have the base, the idea with this was that the vintage Masters heroic vehicle, the Blaster Hawk, could slide into this as well if you wanted to display that vehicle on the stand on the top of Central Tower. So it's actually a pretty cool idea, but it works well. Everything with this is still good, and that is the first thing I wanted to tell you about was the visor, the stickers, the condition of those, and the fact that this is still in good shape, no cracks or dings or dents in it. And the stickers are actually pretty good on this as well, on the base. They look pretty good. All right, next up, I want to talk about the 2 ramps. Again, aside from just needing a good cleaning, there's nothing wrong with the ramp here, which typically went by the Viper Tower. That's in good shape. This other ramp here that went on the Grayskull Tower is in good shape, except it's got a little chip there on the top. See the top there? The top left little piece that's coming out, that is chipped off. So I just want to make note of that before this ships. That is chipped off there. So just that you get a good idea of what you're getting. All right, it's not a huge deal, but do want to let you know that it's not in perfectly good shape. So I'll put those aside. All right. Now getting over here, we have the weapons rack. Again, stickers are in decent shape, peeling a little bit here and on the bottom. The back actually looks pretty good. Nothing broken off from a plastic piece here. Then we've got this ladder. This is in good shape. It's got all the prongs, nothing broken on this. We have Ninjor's gold bow and arrow, which is in good shape. We have this little manta ray, which I'm not sure what that's for. This really odd weapon. I don't know what this is or who's supposed to use that. Looks like a harp, but we have that as well. Then we have this gold gun, which can go into the flagpole bases, but that's in pretty good shape as well. Speaking of the flagpole bases, I don't know why I have 5 of these plus these 2. So you're going to get actually more than what was in the original set. But these are all in good shape. The clips still work. Nothing wrong with these. They all look pretty good. So you're going to get a bunch of these. This is an extra piece. This was the piece that attaches to inside the central tower to move the chair around. I don't have any idea why I have 2 of them, but you're going to get an extra one. Then you have the 2 flagpoles with the bases. I am missing 1 of the flagpoles. This should come with 3. The set originally came with 3 flagpoles. I only have 2. I think I lost the other one. Not sure where that is. So just to give you a heads up, that is indeed missing. Another thing to note about the flags, these are not the original flags. The original flags were stickers, and they were old and beat up, and they were so bad they didn't even stay on the actual flagpoles. So what these are, I actually recreated these on the computer, and then I printed them out on like a heavier stock, and I cut them out, and I glued them. And they've stayed pretty good for about 10 years or so, maybe more. But they're in pretty good shape. So that was my solution to making sure I had the flags. Did that one. Here's this one. And then the little one, I never put this on a flagpole because I didn't have one. But so these are not the original flags that were actually stickers that came with the set. Those are just, you see here, it's just folded paper that I just recreated on the computer based on different programs. Okay, this next part is, this is the computer control panel that goes in the back of Central Tower. Stickers on this one look really good. I want to turn this around and show you something. See these pegs here? None of them are broken or anything like that, but it is really tough to kind of get this on the inside of the tower. I'm not able to do it. Maybe I'm just, my hands are too big or something. I don't know. I couldn't fit it. But it's in good shape. It's just really hard to get on, just so you guys are aware. Next up, I, to this day, have no idea what this is. I think the characters hold where my hand is, and it goes on the track or something, but I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. But we have it. Then next up, we have this large silver gun. We have this bow and arrow, crossbow looking thing. We have this bayonet type piece. Then we have, this is actually the gun for the white tram car. See those 2 pieces there? Those fit right into the pegs. So I can pull this over here and just show you here. If I put this on its side, see those 2 holes? They fit with those 2 pieces. So if we just snap those into place, there you go. The gun is on there and good to go. All right. Then there's another little gun. And then these are the wrist bracers that you put on the figure's wrists, and then you hang them from the track. Again, this should have had 4 in this set. I only have 2. So I am missing those two in this set. For some reason, I just don't have them. Probably lost them. But that's essentially it for the accessories. So you're going to be getting all this in this set when you get it. All right, everyone. This is the last of the 6 sections of this video. What I'm going to show here is, as promised in an earlier video, I was able to clean up all of these pieces. And as you can see here, this actually cleaned up really nicely here. All that dust is gone. We took all of that off of this piece. It actually looks really good now. And so what this is a video of is just showing you how I'm going to be packaging these individually in the box. So first thing is central tower right here. Unfortunately, I had to take the top portion of the tower off because I couldn't find a box that would fit it. So this is literally the top portion. I kept that floor on. And right here, you'll see that little screw. That screw is going to go into this spot right here. And that's going to connect this floor, which I took out with the chair in it. I left the chair attached because I didn't want to mess around with taking it out. Here we have Viper Tower. Here is Grayskull Tower, and at the top, you'll see I have the collar for Viper Tower with the chains attached still. And down here, we have a box of all the accessories. Here are all the new tracks. This bag has all of the studs that go in all 3 towers. Here are the cars. We have the white tram car, the gray, the ramps here, and the purple tram car. Here is the elevator shaft, which I had to take out. That just plugs right in. And then, of course, the elevator right here. Then we have the gargoyles, the battery pack here for the tram car, and 2 Energizer batteries that are brand new. I'll be bringing those as well, putting them in the package. And in this bag here, I'll probably wrap these separately. These are the old tracks that came with the original set. These are the ones that have the broken pieces in there, but they're there in case you need them. If, you know, maybe if the new tracks break, you can replace them with these parts. And then the red, this red vehicle here in the background as well. All right, so I'm going to individually bubble wrap all of these. And this video is going to break, and then I will show you how they all look wrapped up in bubble wrap. All right, for our last section of the 6th video, this is just to show you how all of these are packed. As you can see, they're all packed in bubble wrap, and I put a little label on there in this blue tape, just showing what this actually is. This is the accessories and the weapons. Here are the studs for all the towers for the track. Here is the base for the red gun, the elevator, and so on. So all of these are here. All right, all individually wrapped. All right. There's the top of Central Tower. Here's the big guy. Just one thing of note with Central Tower, right around here, I taped that screw that I talked about earlier that you're going to need to attach this part. So I took that blue painter's tape and actually taped it right to the tower. It won't peel any paint off or stain it or glue, put any glue on there or anything like that because it's painter's tape, so it should come right off. But now as far as the boxes are concerned, Central Tower was so big, what I had to do was take this giant Staples box, I'm going to turn it on its side, and then this guy's going to have to go in like this, all the way in, but as you see, it doesn't fit. So then I had to take another part of another box and cut it open, and I'm going to rig that together to make one big box. Also in this first box will likely be probably this part of the tower and maybe the elevator shaft and any other part of Central Tower. For the rest of this stuff, all of this other stuff will fit in a standard size box that you see here. So they'll be in 2 huge boxes, and that's how we're gonna pack everything up. And reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.